I went to Nigeria in 2025 and I got a lot of questions. And I told them because I'm trying to build my YouTube channel that if you want me to answer all of these questions, you need to subscribe to my YouTube channel and go and watch. This is a video answering a few of the questions I got when I was in Nigeria. The first one is very funny. What's my name? My name is Kofz Taiwo Balogun, and I am from Osun State, but I am born, buttered, bred in Ibadan, and I got married to an Ibadan man, so I'm Ibadan. Then the next thing is someone asked me, if not planning, what will I be doing? Aside from planning, I have a 9 to 5. I am a trained communicator. I am a trained marketer, and I'm also a trained HR. So if I'm not doing planning, I will definitely be doing any of those things or be doing full-time politics. Yes, I love politics and I'll still go back into politics, but I need more money to be able to function in the political sector in Nigeria. Then my best food is anything that goes, anything that is sweet, but I love amala. I love amala so much. What was my upbringing like? I grew up in a family of 4. That's my sister, my dad, my mom, and myself. Growing up was amazing because I was literally a spoiled child. Being a spoiled child in such a way that my dad, like, I don't know, but my dad values girl child so much, so he doesn't joke with us. My dad is on the soft side while my mom is on the strict side, because we are both, me and my sister were girls, so my mom is on the strict side, like and it's so amazing now that I see my mom being a very soft grandma. That being said, so my educational background, I went to my primary school in Ibadan, and I went to Poly Ibadan. I went to Osun State University. I went to Bayero University, Kano, and I went to Trent University, Ontario, Canada. My marital status: I am married with kids. Yeah, I'm married with kids, and I'm happily married. Yes, and how did I meet my spouse? I met my spouse when I was in the university. He was a lecturer in my university. Yes, but I didn't date him when I was in school. He was my lecturer in the university, and it's someone that a lot of people like, but to be fair, I didn't like him so much at that point, and I felt like maybe it was just, these young lecturers that they want to just show. So that was what I thought. Then after my master's, he's been keeping in touch, like trying to talk to me, but I wasn't giving him audience. Then after my master's, we started talking. No, during my master's, sorry, we started talking, and it is what it is. We're happily married. Despite my business doing well, why did I choose to relocate? I followed man. I don't hide it. I followed man because when I was dating my husband, he wasn't based in Nigeria, so I knew for sure that I wouldn't be staying in Nigeria. So I followed man, and no regrets following man to the abroad. Okay. Handling my business not being in Nigeria is sort of challenging, but not challenging, if that makes sense. It's sort of challenging, but not challenging, because being away gives me the opportunity to see more things from an outside point of view, because I tend to do more research. I want to know more things. I want to know new things that are happening in the event industry, and it helps me to develop a good mood board for any events I'm working on or I'm planning to execute. Being out of Nigeria physically took a toll on me at first, because I'm a perfectionist and I love to be involved in anything that I do. So I want to know what's going on with the brand, the team, the clients, the vendor, and everybody. And considering the time difference, so sometimes when I'm trying to sleep in Canada is when they're trying to wake up in Nigeria. So it wasn't easy at first, but then I now got to realize that if I want to function well as a business owner, not just because I am not in Nigeria, but just because there is a prospect for the brand and I want the brand to grow, I need to learn to outsource things to people and also trust them. While I'm trusting them, I need to also give room for them to make decisions by themselves. I need to give room for them to make mistakes, and I need to give room for them to self-develop themselves while they're in the process of working for me. So another thing I learned is that my opinion matters, but sometimes I also need to give people the creative freedom. And to be fair, I'm thankful for the gift of my staffs, and I'm thankful for the gift of giving them the creative freedom. How do I get my high paying jobs? For my high paying jobs, all my jobs are high paying, and it was a gradual process. When I started planning, I was my first event that I planned, I charged 50,000 naira. Yes. And it felt like it was a lot because, I'm an advocate of charge your worth. At that time, that was my worth. That was my worth because that was like my first event, and it was more like I was taking a litmus test with someone event. So I charged my words, and gradually, as we grew bigger, the brand, and we started servicing more people, we started employing more capable hands, more professionals, because everybody at Kofz event is a trained event professional. Yes. If they were not trained before coming, I trained them, and I know the value of what I have imputed into them. So we started charging based on the quality of the event we produce, the quality of effort we put, and the quality of the team that work with us. So for my high paying job, I think God has been faithful. And not just I know God has been faithful. And I leverage more on my relationship with people. Yes. I've done a couple of things in my life. Like I've said this over and over again. I've done a lot of things with my life. And when I was doing all of those things, I try my best. I try as much as possible to make relationship with people, to build relationship with people, to meet people. So when I start anything new, I make my announcements, and I'm not shy about my business. I'm not shy about my hustle. I let people know this is what I do now, and that's it. So you have to support what I do. So I put it up to them that this is what I do now. I need your support. And because they see the tenacity, they see the hard work, it's easy for them to trust me. It's easy for them to recommend me. And once I do one event, another thing that is my selling point is that once you pay me, I know you've paid me. I am looking out for who is going to pay me again through you or from you, if that makes sense. Yes. So what I do is, once you book me, I put in my best because I want to use your event to market myself for another event. And God has been faithful. After all of our events, we're going to have followers on social media platforms, and we're also going to have inquiries. Even if they don't book us for reasons, most of the times it's the price. If they feel like we're too expensive and they can't afford us, if they don't book us, they still root for us. They still tell people who can afford us to book us. So that's how we've been getting most of our high-paying clients. And also, I believe in collaboration. Yes, I believe in collaboration. And when I mean collaboration, I mean working with vendors that are also doing well in their own space in the industry, that are also going to advertise me, right? Because for instance, if I work with a very good decorator, there's an high profile decorator, the decorator tags me. That's like a form of advertisement. So when the decorator tags me, it brings more people to my page. The same way I tag them to take more people to their page. So it's more of like collaborative effort. And I also collaborate with wedding blogs. Yes, I collaborate with a couple of wedding blogs, and trust me, it's a good deal. It's a good return on investment for me. So that's how I get most of my high-paying job. What is the future of event industry in the next 5 years? Wow. The truth is that a lot of people don't know that the event industry is a billion-dollar industry. Yes. What we do basically is most times we do lifestyle. Yes. We produce event for people. We make sure that their best day, their big day is amazing. We put smiles on their face. We give them memories that will last them forever. So it's something that, regardless of what happens, regardless of inflation, regardless of how funny the dating pool is at the moment, people will always get married. People will always do their birthdays, and the aged one will always pass to glory. So there would always be something to celebrate. There will always be something to work. And what I feel is that as startups or as people who are established in the industry, you need to just keep getting better. Yes, because overtaking is allowed, and people get tired when you constantly serve them the same thing. So you need to always keep getting better at whatever it is you do. My advice for the upcoming event professionals, I'm also an upcoming, I'm also a small girl in the industry, but my advice to them, to be honest, is keep pushing, keep putting your effort, and please be shameless in your hustle. Be extremely shameless. When people see you, they should know your brand name before your name. So, and network with people. Pick networking over competition. if you're going to compete with people, make sure it's an healthy form of competition. Do not compete with anybody, because at the point where you're competing with people, you tend to forget about yourself. You're stalking them, you want to know what next they are doing, and you have completely forgotten about yourself. So it is what it is. And that brings us to the end of answering some of the questions I was asked when I went to Nigeria. So I hope this helps. So if you have any question you want to ask me, please drop it in the comment section. I'm going to make a video to talk about that in my next video. Please like, subscribe, and share. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.